Hey guys, welcome back to part 4 of making our art journals. Have you ever added transparent pockets to a journal? Well, I'm going to show you how today. So let's get started. These are the pages that we've been working on. So I'm going to grab a page and begin adding pockets so that you can see the ephemera or collage fodder that is in each pocket. It's a really cool method and I hope you love it. So I'm going to need some scissors, a pokey tool when we bind the journal eventually, some plastic sheets. These are the plastic sheets that go inside, or like the sheet protectors. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this edge with the holes in it. And then I'm gonna see how big I need it to be. I'm just gonna add pockets to the bottom. You can do top all 4, but I'm gonna do the bottom for today. So I'll just trim it down. And I need to also cut off this perforated section. And you're going to take your page and put it inside the pocket. So I need to cut off, trim the edge a little bit. So the edge just needs to line up with, or the pocket protector will just line up with the edge of your page like this. And I'll just keep trimming down until looks like I need to trim just a little bit. I'm sorry if I'm in and out of frame today. My camera mount that I ordered was defective, and then the one that I was using broke. So I have this one rigged right now. It's the best I can do for today. Okay, so it looks like it lines up pretty good. Okay, so you just keep the pocket in there. It's okay if it doesn't come all the way to the edges, if it's just, you just don't want the pocket protector hanging off. Okay, so then I take a clip, and now the next part, actually you guys hold on, because I want to make those pockets just a little more shallow. So I'm going to cut off some of this. You can have them as big or as, you know, as tall as you want, but for this, I'm just gonna make them a little more shallow, like that. Okay. All right, so now I just clip it into place a little bit because I'm gonna hit the sewing machine. You could also, I'm sure there's non-sewing methods. That's not the method I'm doing today. I'll show you mine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the machine and I'm gonna sew all around the border. Maybe I'll take the stitch all the way up just so it'll look kind of nice. But you don't have to. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so what I did is I did a zigzag stitch all down and then across and then back up. So now once the pages are folded inside the journal, this will be a transparent pocket. You don't have to worry about stitching there because it's going to be bound. I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to bind this, so it'll be fine. So just some tips on when you're sewing. Your machine may not love the plastic. Mine did okay today, but just take it through the machine slow and, you know, hold the plastic. Just take it slow and hold it in place as you're going. There's no racing to get this done. So let's see. So, oops. So then you have a nice clear plastic pocket. So now that I know I'm making them kind of shallow, I'm just going to cut off this perforated side. They don't have to be the exact same size on each page. You can have some bigger pockets. I'm dedicating my journal, this one, to like heart fodder, I think, and maybe a little bit of flowers. So I want littler, shorter pockets. So So then I just take my next page, slip the plastic, oops, no, not this way, plastic in there. Oh, it looks like it fits perfectly. I cut it just perfectly. All right. I might trim that just a hair. You can't see it probably on camera, but no, it's fine. So I just clip and I start sewing at the top. I sew this way and go around, holding the plastic in place with my hands and just going nice and slow until I get a little bit started. All right, guys, I'll do one more, the last page. Again, I'm just cutting off the perforated part. I'm cutting this just to the height that I want the pocket. Oops, I'm stuck. What am I stuck to? Okay, let's see. That looks good. One tip is to start your blade in the middle if it's struggling to cut this plastic. Sometimes if the blade is dull, it can get hung up on it. So you're just taking your page, putting it in there. Let me see. I need to trim just a hair. You don't have to sew across for obvious reasons because that pocket is closed, but I just do it for the look. Okay. All right. So, let's see. So I just make sure the plastic's nice and tight to the bottom here. Push it in. I'm using a zigzag stitch. Okay, so then I just, hopefully I can do this on camera okay. Over just a hair. All right. All right. When I get to the plastic part, I just go a little bit slower. Okay, at this point, I generally take off my clip because it's held in place by some stitching. Oops. There we go. I just make my turn. This is just regular old stitching at this point, just going around. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. Then I just will finish out on the next, coming up here. I gotta pay attention, so I'm gonna let you go. Okay, my sewing's done. All my pockets are in place. So the next thing I do is just put my pages in the order that I would like them in. I think they're actually in the order that I want them in. So I'll just give them a good fold. I'm gonna place them inside the cover. Now I'm going to clip, let's see, make sure they're nice and lined up. Clip it together. I can't speak. Let me grab another clip. Because now I'm going to bind it. You can bind your journals however you want. Since this is a soft cover, I'm just doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So, I got to find my tools. Okay. So I'm just using some twine. I got to knot my twine. Hope that's not going to be a problem. I better get some more twine. That should be all right. Okay. So you're just making your 3 holes. I've done it before and had holes go through this plastic and it was just fine. Watch on camera, it won't be. All right, I'll start with the top. So I'm just, oh, that went through great. Okay. Actually, I can avoid the hole once right here. Okay. So then I'm going to put this one through. Let's see, I'll do it right here. Okay, it went through just fine. There we go. Just make sure you pull everything nice and tight. Make sure it's tight on the back. It needs to be a little tighter. Good. That was rocky, but I got it. And then I go under here. I'm assuming you guys probably know how to do this anyway. So I leave these tails, these tails kind of long because I may add some paper charms in the future. Okay. So now it's nice and bound. And just kind of push the pages down. This is where it comes to life. You have see-through pockets for your collage fodder and ephemera. How fun is that? So you can just tuck all your little bits and see what you're working with so you can store it. And you got a pocket on each page. You can dedicate it to one certain kind of ephemera or collage fodder. It's just fun being able to see what you have. I love it. Throw some handmade journal cards in there. But you know, I have a collage fodder playlist. So if you want to make any of this stuff, check that playlist out. All of this is on there. Here's one of my faux Polaroids. Same with this. Then we did a video on like cactus collage fodder. Yeah, it's kind of cute just to stuff it and look at all the pieces that you've made. Here's a nice little fall card. So there you go. You can stuff your pockets and have such a cute collage fodder holder or ephemera, bits and bobs. I'll add a closure to it. I'll probably add a paper button and then wrap it. And maybe we'll do that in the next part. But for now, you have super cute transparent pocket art journal to store your collage fodder. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next one. If you're new here, please subscribe and give my video a thumbs up. Bye.